Jump scares, everybody! That's enough on these pathetic turds.
Greetings, friends, neighbors, countrymen, of whom I have about as many friends as the Green Party has dedicated voters. But this is your old pal, your pretend pal, Lord Dixie, aka Alan Alberson, if you happen to not be one of my horrifying friends, which I don't know you'll be watching this. If you randomly found this on the internet, my name is Alan Alberson. I am here at Dead Sexy Radio because I have a package from Vinegar Syndrome, which I constantly forget to mark my name and address out of, and I've already, the ceremonial sacred steak knife of box opening is already found a home right in the heart of this package. And if I call this Vinegar Syndicate at some point during this video, I apologize, but they are a syndicate because they stealing all my monies. But I got this package today, and I know what one of the Blu-rays in it is. I don't remember what the other one was. I am here. I am wearing my Jägermeister cap, which I actually found this in a thrift store, and I intended to sell it. I didn't. I intended to wash it. I didn't. Headlines, COVID, something's got to kill you, right? I also have on my beautiful new t-shirt I just got in the mail from Cavity Colors, a t-shirt design company out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is not sponsored by them, but they do really, really good shit. I've got a fog t-shirt that I really love from them. So go to their website and buy something. And who knows, if you tell them I sent you, maybe they will sponsor me. Maybe they'll send me a free t-shirt, which I love free shit more than I love money. Well, I love shit more than I love money. This is a good shit, though. So let's go ahead. The steak knife is already in box, and let's slice and jig. And I've got some stuff besides movies in here. I don't remember what I bought, but there's some non-Blu-rays in here, so hopefully I didn't cut and damage them with my reckless abandon of the rules of box opening. And we have now pulled the box open. It is open. And I've already spoiled my own surprise by seeing the disc that I already knew what the disc was. It is on top. It is a Blu-ray. It better be a Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, I have more than I thought here. We have, first of all, Old Dracula. Now, if you've never seen this, this is one of those early 70s. I won't think 72 and 74 both pop into my mind, so I'm going to say it's one of those years. I don't see a date on the back of it real easy, but we have there the front cover with artwork of David Niven as Count Dracula. On the back, we have, again, Count Dracula, and I believe that is supposed to be his wife, Draculina. I believe that's her name in this one, or Vampira. Maybe it's Vampira. I've seen this, but it's been a minute. Let's go ahead and pop it open, because this is from Vinegar Syndrome. I almost want that syndicate again. Vinegar Syndrome. So they always pack their DVDs and Blu-rays full of great shit. David Niven is Old Dracula. Teresa Graves, Jenny Linden, Nikki Henson from British motorcycle zombie movie Psycho. I'm forgetting the last part of it. Also known as the Death Wheelers, I believe is the alternate title of it. Man, looks crooked. Peter Bayless, screenwritten by Jeremy Lloyd, and directed by Clive Donner. I don't know Clive. I'm sure he's did more things than I have, so I'll give him that. I used the teeth. God gave me teeth, and I will use them to eat, to bite those who offend me, and to open plastic wrap on Blu-rays. I haven't bitten anyone in a long time. I haven't bitten anyone since I worked retail, and I got... No, wait, he bit me. I didn't bite him. I was just thinking, why would I bite anyone? He bit me. Just a neighbor kid, and he bit me through my FFA jacket, which old timers know how that is. Yes, look at the inside disc, and it looks like we do have a reversible cover. The reversible cover is of the back artwork of the slipcase. Back artwork of the slipcase is the reversible. Count Dracula has converted his castle into a tawdry tourist attraction as a means of luring in unsuspecting visitors and draining them of their blood. But his dream is to find the perfect blood type needed to resurrect his bride, Vampira, back to the world of the undead. When one of his latest guests turns out to have blood that's a perfect match, Dracula is over the moon until a lab error results in an unexpected change to beloved Vampira. She's been unintentionally transformed into a soul sister. Determined to restore his wife's original skin tone, Dracula travels to London in search of the girl responsible for the mishap, much to Vampira's dismay. Creative mix of vampire film comedy and a hefty dose of social satire from acclaimed director Clive Donner from What's New Pussycat. Old Dracula was first released as Vampira and stars award-winning thespian David Niven from The Pink Panther, alongside cult character actress Teresa Graves, who was in Christy Love, featuring gothically tinged cinematography by Anthony Richmond from Don't Look Now. Candyman Vinegar Syndrome presents the early 70s British favorite and the US Blu-ray debut in a brand new 2K restoration. I want to think this was limited to 5,000 copies. I'm not sure about that. It is not hand-signed and numbered, which is okay. I know some of them are, and I haven't paid a hellaciously amount of attention to that. Additional information. So it doesn't look like there's a... well, okay, there's a little bit. A Shot in the Dark, an interview with cinematographer Anthony Richmond, promotional still gallery, reversible cover artwork, scanned and restored in 2K from a 35mm interpositive. Okay, so there you go, and it's one of those. And I had a friend just recently watch this because it is on Prime. If you want to cheap out on it, it's on Prime. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, except support physical media. He watched it, and it was, I think, a little bit too dry for him, and it is an early British dry comedy. This is not Benny Hill. This is not Monty Python. It's really, really dry. So let's shake up our bag of random shit and boohickey. That's a new word I'm going to be using, boohickey. We have Ice Cream Man on Blu-ray. Now this is a movie that I'm semi-fond of. I don't love it. It's got the great... Ron Howard's brother lost his mind. Clint, I want to call him Clive, and Clive Howard is not the same person. Stars Clint Howard. I started to call him Clive again. Clint Howard, Olivia Hussey, and David Naughton from American Werewolf in London, as well as Jan Michael Vincent. I want the Jan. It's not Jan. This was selling out. The Blu-ray of it is probably already sold out. It was a limited edition. I did not get the slipcover. The slipcover is already sold out. Gregory, the local ice cream man, just wants people to be nice to him and to sell the underground children his ice cream treats. Neighborhood, what the fuck? God, my reading. Sell the neighborhood children his... I knew that made no sense. His ice cream treats. Unfortunately, the adults disrespected him and the kids fear him. So as any recently released mental patient would do, Gregory begins brutally murdering anyone who prevents him from having a happy day. One of the quintessential cult horror films of the mid-90s. He wouldn't go quite that far, but I'm going to watch it again, and I may completely change my perspective of it. I think my camera's sideways because my shelves look sideways. One of the quintessential cult horror films of the mid-90s, Norman Epstein's Ice Cream Man is a gleefully absurd, gory, and hilarious direct-to-video slasher punctuated by an off-the-wall starring performance from the one and only Clint Howard and featuring Olivia Hussey from Black Christmas, David Naughton from American Werewolf in London, and Jan-Michael Vincent from Airwolf. I remembered Airwolf. I did not... I should know that Olivia was in Black Christmas. I always think of her from Psycho 4. I believe Olivia was in it. Oh my god, that camera looks horribly at an angle, but it's not. Maybe my eyes are slanted, and that was not a racial slag. Don't get me there. Sorry from his original 35 millimeter camera negative. Let's see what the inside looks like. Do I have reversible artwork? Oh, I have the Walmart gobstopper at the top. I hate these. I seriously hate these. I bloody well hate these. As you can see, I'm still fighting with it, and it's winning. I want to just like yank the cap open, but I don't want to damage my case. Pay too much money to damage a case, boy. And I think there were only 5 copies of this left on Vinegar Syndrome when I ordered it. And that's one of the reasons I ordered it, because it was selling out. And I'm not that guy. I have respect for Clint. He was a great character actor. Goofy ass roles. And it looks like, no, the artwork is not reversible. No. But that's okay. That's okay. That's alright. Special features: newly scanned and restored in 2K from 35mm original negative. Commentary track with Norman Abston, the director. Ice Cream Man, Monster Vision Summer School Edition with Joe Bob Briggs and Clint Howard. Fucking awesome. Get some Joe Bob. Interview with Clint Howard. Interview with Norman Abston. Interview with David Goldstein. Still Gallery, Riverside, reversible cover artwork. Really? Well, it is reversible. It's just not different. I dropped something. English SDH subtitles. I met Joe Bob last year, and awesome guy. Love me some Joe Bob. I don't give a shit what the internet says about him. I love me some Joe Bob. Finally, in the film works, we have Count Dracula's Great Love. Now, this is one, I cannot say that I've never seen this. I don't think I have ever seen this. This is a Paul Naschy, and I hope I'm getting his name halfway somewhat right. Paul Naschy, who did, he was Spanish, I believe. He's either Spanish or Mexican. My southern upbringing, like he was some kind of Mexican. No, I'm pretty sure he was Spanish. But on to the point. He did a bunch of vampire, werewolf. Everybody knows the Universal monsters. Well, everyone involved in horror knows the Universal monsters: Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy. Almost everyone involved in horror knows that Britain Hammer Studios did their version of Dracula, the Wolfman, well, not as many from the Wolfman, but Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy. But Paul Naschy did the same thing, and like I said, I believe it was for Spain. And I'm not going to search this over too much, but this is Count Dracula's Great Love. I don't know if I've ever seen this. I've seen a big-ass butt ton of old foreign films. Back in the old days, UHF, Elvira's Movie Macabre, and other shit like that. Oh, this is nice. Holy crap. And I think this is one that had the limited edition and is now sold out. But inside we have some booklet, or this is a little booklet with some artwork. And that's not too risque for the YouTubes. And on the back we have that. Yes, this was a Spanish version, and Paul Naschy kind of drove the Spanish version of the Universal and the Hammer monsters. I call them Universal because they were the first ones, and he did his Dracula series, he did a werewolf series, he did a mummy series. I don't know if he did anything else, but I know I've seen films from. I'm pretty sure he did a Frankenstein too. I know I've seen Dracula, werewolf, and mummy films out there. I have a couple of his werewolf films. And we have reversible cover artwork on the inside, which is also freaking beautiful. And I have mostly seen Naschy's work either on VHS or UHF, so it's always been scratchy. So getting this blue really makes me happy in a way that will make me stand up and dance, except I'm only wearing boxer shorts. but I got a good t-shirt. Count Dracula's Great Love. After their carriage breaks down and their driver is killed in a freak accident, a group of young women are forced to spend the night in a strange and isolated former sanitarium, which has just been purchased by the secretive Dr. Marlowe, played by Paul Naschy. Unbeknownst to the visitors, Dr. Marlowe is actually Count Dracula. I would have never guessed. And stalking the sanatorium are his recently turned vampire slaves. Soon the guests begin to be attacked by the ravenous bloodsuckers, while Dracula, with his sights on the beautiful virgin Karen, oh shit, there's a Karen here, deciding to offer her his hand in marriage. However, Karen calls the cops and asks to speak to the manager of the sanitarium, blah, 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 blah. No, I made that part up. One of Naschy's most significant roles, Javier Aguirre's, I'm probably ruining that, sorry. Count Dracula's Great Love is a sensitive, complex, and surprisingly subversive Dracula story featuring expert direction, effective gothic atmosphere, and gruesome violence. Presented here in its full strength, unclothed, hello, export version. Vinegar Syndrome brings this classic piece of Spanish horror cinema to Blu-ray for the first time anywhere in the world. Woohoo! Fully restored from its uncut international negative. God, why am I having a problem with that word? And featuring a never-released feature-length audio commentary track with star Naschy and director Aguirre. Me. Special features. We take off the glasses. We become Superman. Scanned and restored in 2K from 35mm inner negative. Commentary track with director Javier Aguirre. God damn it. And lead actor Paul Naschy. New video interview with actress Myrta Miller. Includes both the English dub and original Spanish language soundtrack, international theatrical trailer, 8-page booklet by Mirek Lipinski, English Spanish subtitles, reversible cover artwork directed by Javier Aguirre. I just had to say his name one more time. One more time. And that's it. And this is one shit I would have loved to have had the limited slipcover, but this is still, that's worth the money. Now, there was some other stuff in my package if I ain't dropped the shit all over the floor. And as you notice, the blue screen of death behind me that has been in all my other videos, if you watched any of my other videos, is now gone. It is now DVD shelving, which I'm working on filling up. And this is just my random DVDs and Blu-rays on this side. Over there, the bottom shelf is DVD overflow. At the very top there, you see my Vinegar Syndicate Syndrome. Those are all my boutique Blu-rays. Right below them are my Scream Factory, which I thought I had more Screams than I do. And way up at the top up there, those are my box sets. Box sets, television series, sections, all that stuff like that. And I'm not finished. I still have around 300, 400 more just random DVDs and Blu-rays. Mostly DVDs. Mostly my older stuff is left. I've got most of my DVDs up. And of course, these Blu-rays, once I get finished, will be going on to this shelf here. Except I think Count Dracula's Great Love I'm probably going to watch today, because that's one I know I've never seen. But also, what do I have in here? I have, ooh, this is The Uninvited. Oh, look at that shit. It's a uninvited enamel pen. Ooh, my fingers look dirty. What's up and out? And it comes in a pen holder box. So this totally fucks up my idea of putting it on a jacket, because then I have to do something with the box. Thank you for giving me more stress, Vinegar Syndicate Syndrome. Oh shit, that is fucking awesome though. Cats have 9 lives. You only have 1. Look at that again, because that's fucking sweet. That's awesome. And I just got into the hurdy-gurdy to get a pen jacket. I don't have one yet. I semi-slightly lied, I guess. I don't yet have a pen jacket. And I have several more pens, because if you're going to do it right. That's why I say it. Baby, take your time. We have the Vinegar Syndrome pen. Vinegar Syndrome has become one of my favorite, because they do bring these movies that I saw in my childhood that were already old on VHS and they're bringing him back to life, and they're doing it in Blu-rays, and it's just amazing. The ones I've seen so far are absolutely amazing. And now we have the Spookies pen, which I don't even remember ordering that, but it's like really fucking cool because I didn't order the movie, so I'm such a hypocrite. Can you see it if I got it turned at the right angle for my camera? But it's a beautiful, half-clothed female blonde. It's not focusing. That's the problem. But anyway, you got to see it. Let's see if I can make it focus on it. That's the best you're gonna get, people. Back on me. Back on the main event. Ha 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 ha. All right, so let's put that aside because we got a couple more pins that I have not looked at. I don't remember what I ordered. They're pins, for God's sake. I don't remember the movies I ordered. Shit, I'm gonna have to cheat. I ain't gonna lie. I ordered these like 2 weeks ago. My memory does not stretch for 2 weeks. I think I know who this is, but let's make sure before I embarrass myself. Oh, this is a button set. Okay. This is Tammy and the T-Rex. You can recognize that one. Let me get a better. Poop. I hope that's better. Is that not better? That should be better. That should be better than that. Let's try the boop again. I just don't want to. But that's Tammy and the T-Rex. I don't bloody hell remember who that is. I have a George Eastman pen coming from Severin. But I don't remember. God almighty, ask me to remember shit. Ask me to remember shit. That's a button set. Yeah, it's a button set. And the miniature slipcover of Uninvited. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got. And I got my brand new backing here, which probably you're laughing at. It's like, haha, your DVD shelf isn't full. That's the fucking idea. My old DVD shelves were overflowing. This gives me room to grow. And my boutique row is already... I'm going to have to reorganize these. They're not organized now. My boutique row is already overflowing. I found that I had already owned several boutique DVDs that before I even knew the term boutique. Because I buy movies because I like a movie, or a movie looks interesting, and I will buy it and hope that I like it. And that's what I did with most of the movies on this shelf. Some of them I've got in special packaging. I've been in the horror pack and different subscription. I'm in horror pack now, if you hadn't guessed. So I did get DVDs and Blu-rays. Well, I'm getting Blu-rays now from them that I don't know if I'm going to like them or not. But hey, there's something, and whatever. But that's all I got to say. I'm going to turn this off and go watch some Spanish Dracula on my Blu-ray, not my Bluetooth. And to everyone out there, stay safe. Wear a mask when you go out. Don't give COVID to nobody else. Hopefully don't catch it yourself. And we will see you next time. Bye.